Hello and welcome back, YouTubers. I'm Protomario, and today's video is over GameStop. So, you remember I did a video a while back talking about how GameStop charges $90 for certain used games. So, I decided to confirm this. I confirmed it at their website, but I wanted to actually go to local GameStops and see if this was true or not, and I asked them. So the results were, of course, mixed at best. So what I'm discussing here is those results and something else I unfortunately discovered. So as I went into the first GameStop, I instantly went up to the person working the counter, and it was not a manager, which was good, because managers will lie to you. They will. That's their job. They manage the store. Their job is to keep you smiling and happy, so they're going to tell you anything you want to hear. So, the employee, I asked him, I said, I've heard that you guys have used games that are $90. He said, yeah. I said, what about Xenoblade? And he turned around and he grabbed the game right off the counter, as if it was red. So, obviously they must have had inquiries, or they had put it readily on the counter. And I said, are you serious? He said, yeah, I'm serious. And he said, I can't believe they're making us price it this way. And he said, I'm taking pictures of the game so that I can remember this, so it's real. And I said, what about Metroid Prime 3? And he said, turned around and grabbed it, and I said, oh, are you serious? Really, again? So, yeah. It's real. For that GameStop. So I went down to the mall and I checked another GameStop, and I went up, and this time I had a manager, and this was an assistant manager, not a manager, so that's okay. Assistant managers go either way. They sometimes tell the truth, sometimes they don't. So the assistant manager, I asked him the same thing. I went in, I'm straight about what I need. I say, do you have games that you are opening and selling used? And he said no. And I said, how much is Xenoblade Chronicles? And he said $90. And I said, how much is Metroid Prime 3 the collection? And he said $90 about. And I said, okay, can I see them? And he showed them to me, and I said, they look awful new. They look like there's not even a single scratch on both of them, which is very weird, considering the Metroid Prime collection is back in 2010, I believe, it released. So, I mean, it's an older game. You're telling me that the person who purchased that game never once took it out, never once played it, but took the wrapping off of it. So, even if he took it out one time and played it just one time, he may have gotten one tiny scratch on it, one piece of dust on it. These games looked immaculate, like they weren't even removed, period. So, obviously, he was lying to me, lying to my face, and I called him out for it. And he didn't like it, and he couldn't explain anything, so I just said, whatever, and I walked off. So, you're going to lie to me, I'm not going to support you. So I then, later on in the weekend, that was on Friday. Saturday, I went to another GameStop in a different town. And I walked in, and I know the person who was working behind the counter was a manager. So I asked him straight up. I said, do you guys open new games, unwrap the plastic, and sell them used? He said, what do you mean? I said, Xenoblade and Metroid Prime 3, the collection for the Wii. He said, no, that's a misconception, because people just see them, they look new on the shelf, and they're not. And I was like, that doesn't make sense. Okay? And then he tried to tell me that GameStop is doing a service by providing these games at $90 because they sell for $180 online. And I said to him, no, they sell individually for $80 to $90 on eBay, and the people on eBay aren't lying to you, because when they lie to you, you can leave nasty feedback telling them that, hey, this person's a liar, and don't buy his products. So after that, his argument just fell apart. I mean, honestly, I wanted the truth. I asked him, I said, are you going to tell me the truth? Will you answer my questions truthfully? And he didn't. He lied to me. So we had one employee who was truthful, who said he couldn't believe they were making him do this. We had another assistant manager who tried to lie, but was terrible at it. And we had another manager who tried to hardcore lie, and was caught in his lie because I do my homework. So there's your 3 answers right there. And that's 3 different GameStops I went to. And by the time Sunday came, I had visited various shops and stores and things of that nature. So I'm making this video now to confirm that everything I stated was true. So, you know, you can't even trust the employees. You can't trust the managers. You can't trust anything. It's to the point where it's just so pathetic. It's so sad that you cannot even trust the people you're talking to at the store who are doing these things to tell you the truth. All I wanted was the truth. I mean, these people, they act like that we don't live in the age where I can pop on YouTube and I can see someone using their camera to show me the email they received from corporate telling them to do this. They act like this will never get out. They act like this. They act like we're living in the 90s and we got 26K and 56K modems and that no one will ever frickin' find out what they're doing. I don't understand that. So, once again, guys, I wanted to confirm this. It's confirmed. They lie. They lied to my face several times, and they refused to tell me the truth. And I don't understand why. Is it so hard? I didn't buy anything from all 3 of the GameStops. Whether or not they lied to me or not would not make me purchase something. So, if anything, if they would have told the truth, I probably would have been more inclined to buy something. At least then they're straight about it. So once again, guys, I'm going to say this. If you have a game store that may be a little bit further away from your GameStop, I understand people probably live down the road from a GameStop. I understand new games are coming out and you want those games. But let me tell you, eBay is a way better option to go about that. Okay, you can sell your game on there. You can relatively get it out cheap. If you get $1 bubble wrap from a dollar store envelope, usually 2 come in one, so you're only paying $1 and you're getting 1 free, and you mail it out in your local post office. It's $3.67 for mailing out a game in an Xbox or PlayStation 3 disc, container, and with tracking, and you sell it. You charge $4 per shipping, and you'll get the money for your game. You put it up for 3 days. You get your PayPal account, and you'll have your money. It's not as easy as going right up to someone and trading it in for pennies on the dollar, but at least you get the correct value for your game. So if you have a game store at any distance around you that is closer than GameStop, support them instead. If they're selling used games and not ripping the plastic off of new ones and calling them used to charge more, then they're a business that's way worth supporting more than a giant corporation that makes billions of dollars. Because I can almost tell you, if they're another different gaming business and they're not a corporation, they probably don't make billions of dollars, and they don't need to do stuff like that. It's crazy, So support them, sell your stuff on eBay, go to places like buybacks and sell your stuff. You'll probably get more money from them anyways. All these deals with GameStop will give you $20 towards any trade. If you trade this in, GameStop will give you 25% more, 15% more. You forget that there's little things like if your game's too scratched up, they'll reduce the price by 10%. You don't know about that stuff because you don't look it up. So don't mess with this big corporation anymore, guys. They're liars. I'm sure I'm going to do more videos in a year about the stuff that they do. So I'm Protomario, and I'm signing on. Make sure you share this with people so they know the truth. Make sure you let people know the truth. Because like I said in the other video, there's parents out there that don't know this stuff. They don't play games. They don't do research on games. They just buy little Timmy a game, and they go to a game shop to get the game. So, you know, they don't know anything like this. So they don't know not to support GameStop. So make sure you share it with everyone so everyone knows. So thanks for watching, guys, and once again, happy gaming. I hope you enjoyed that video, guys, and now time for a service announcement from the Maverick Army. Tired of the norm? Is it time for a revolution? Join the rebellion and become a Maverick today by subscribing to Protomario. Remember, together we can create a new world order of gaming. Mavericks unite.